All right, here's a good workout for you today. This is a Tabata workout. Tabata just simply means that we are going to do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're using no equipment today. This is totally a body weight only movement series, so you can do this from anywhere. I do have a timer set off to the side here for me to just be able to give those cues. However, if you are on your own doing this, or you want to create your own Tabata series to follow, you can Google Tabata music, and there's all kinds of music out there that actually counts it down for you. They've remixed tons and tons of music. There's voices, whistles, bells, all the sounds to allow you to know when your time is up for the activity and then when your rest time sets in. So it'll be 8 rounds. We've got 8 exercises we're going to go through, 20 seconds of work at each exercise, 10 seconds of rest. The goal is to try to complete as many rounds as possible. For today's purposes, we're just going to aim for 3 to 4 total rounds. At the end of each round, you will get a full rest period, so you'll get longer than that 10 seconds after your 8th movement. I created this just for today's workout. Your exercises today, we've got mountain climbers, we've got push-ups, we've got squat kicks, we've got Russian twists. So we're going to go full body, upper body, low body, and then a core movement. We are going to be up and down, so you'll be down on the ground. If you do want to have a mat, that's the only thing I'm using for equipment today. Second half of the exercises, we have jump squats, we've got plank shoulder taps with punches, bicycle crunches, and lateral lunges. That was the low body I missed in there. So these are the 8 movements. You can modify these as you need to. You can come up with your own list of exercises, but this is what we are going to start off with for today. So because this is a body weight only style warm up, basically this can kind of serve as your warm up. If you do want to do something before this, I already am pretty warmed up, but if you do want to jump in and maybe walk on the treadmill for a little bit of time before you jump into this workout, by all means, you can absolutely do that. We're going to start out here with mountain climbers. So we're going to go down into our plank position and we begin. So mountain climbers, you're in the top of your plank position and you are drawing your knee in towards your chest. You can go at whatever pace feels good for you. You don't have to keep up with me. This can be a slow climb. And, we are in our rest period. My timer is not telling me. Let's move this down so we can see. Next, we are going into push-ups. So you've got push-ups here. This can be a regular push-up, or you can go into a modified push-up where you are down on your knees. You've got 7 seconds left. And rest. All right, let's move this back up so we can follow along. Next movement, we're going to do squat kicks. All right, so we squat and we kick. So you're just sinking down into your squat, low as you can go. And then kicking that leg, you can add that punch in there like I'm doing, or you can just squat and kick. This is our lower body. And rest. We're going to take it back down to the mat. I'm going to move it back down so we can see. And onto your Russian twist. Russian twist, you can keep your feet on the ground or you can take them up. I am simply taking fingertips to each side. 5 more seconds. And rest. All right, we're going to take it back up to the top for your full body movement. We've got jump squats. These jump squats, you can go this way or you can add a little rotation. Five more seconds. Add your arms if you choose and rest. Upper body this time, we're gonna take it back down to the mat. You've got plank hold. You're gonna alternate tap, tap, punch, punch. The goal here, we're trying to keep our hips as stable as possible. 3 seconds and rest. We take it back up for our low body. We're gonna go into lateral lunges. So we're just pushing side to side. You can go as low as your body will allow you to. You've got one more movement, and then our first round is complete. And rest. All right, we've got core. We're going back down to the floor. Bicycle crunches. All right, here we go. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. You can go fast. You can go slow. We're just looking for a good form. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. One full round done. You'll get a full period of rest here. We'll start back at the top. Grab a quick drink. So same exercises. We're going to do that full body, upper body, low body, and core. We'll get all of those moves in. Again, you can change these up if you don't like the moves I chose. Obviously, you can create your own Tabata workout. You can focus this all low body. You can add in more core if you want to. You can do more upper body. I love Tabata because there's a lot of flexibility. You can add weights. If you want to do a Tabata workout, it's quick little intervals. It keeps things moving. It keeps things fresh. So you can always do these by adding weights in there, bands, lots of other options with a Tabata workout. The goal is you're just trying to get that heart rate up there, keeping it up, short little segments of work. Like I said, usually most of the songs, if you Google any Tabata music, you're going to find lots of songs, and they're all roughly around that 4-minute mark, maybe a little bit longer than 4 minutes, depending on how much lead time into it provides you and how much rest time at the end of the song. All right, we're going to go again in 5 seconds. All right, we begin. Oh, just kidding. I forgot. I added an additional warm-up. Well, you get a little extra rest time in between here. Lots of songs. They have remixed a ton of different music for these Tabata songs. And like I said, some have whistles, some have bells, some have people speaking to tell you when to go and when to rest. So it really does make it nice if you don't have a timer. For copyright purposes, I'm not using any music. All right, we're into our mountain climbers. Back into that plank position. So I'm not using music today because I don't want to get in trouble. And you can keep track of how many reps you do. Let me check. Oh, and rest. We'll stay down. We'll go into our push-ups next. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and we start those push-ups. Again, modify your push-ups however you need to. Go fast, go slow. This is your 20 seconds of work. And 5 seconds. Get one more. Good, and rest. All right, we're gonna go up into our low body. So we've got those squat kicks coming up here. All right, we squat and kick. Second round, you might find you're a little more warmed up. You might be able to go a little bit lower into each of these movements. 3, 2, 1, and rest. What do we have next? We're going down into our core, maybe. Yeah, Russian twist. All right, take it down to the mat. Usually I use a board and I have everything written out, and I thought, I can program this all into the timer. I'll be able to see it. No, it doesn't work that way. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we go back up to the start of our full body movement. So we've got those jump squats. So you can stay forward with these, or you can rotate, change it up a little bit. My good buddy. 3, 2, 1, and rest from those. We're going to take it into your upper body. You want to do it too? All right, down into your plank position. You've got your plank, shoulder tap, and punch. You better look out. And punch. Keep those hips nice and level. Spread those feet apart. Give yourself a wide base. Let me check that time and rest. All right, lateral lunges. And 20 seconds of these. Now, with your lateral lunges, you can push up if you want to get a little bit more, little more movement rather than being in that static lunge. And last one, we'll go back down, bicycle crunches, last movement. See if I can see the timer, and we begin. Bringing knee to elbow, engage your core, make sure you're not coning your stomach up here. 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Round 2 completed. Grab a quick drink. You've actually got 2 minutes here in between. Give you that extra little bit of time to catch your breath and recover. Hopefully you're feeling good. You're at that halfway point if you're aiming for 4 rounds. If you're good at 3 rounds, you can stop after the 3rd. And if you're feeling like, I think I can go 5 rounds and get it in for a full 20 minutes, you can always opt to do that. So just know that you can complete this as many times or as few times as you would like. If you're short on time, maybe you can only get 2 rounds in. That's okay. It's the beauty of these short little movements. You don't need a lot of space. You don't need a lot of equipment. And you don't need a ton of time for these Tabata moves. All right. You've got about 30 seconds left of this recovery, and then it'll give you an additional 30 seconds into that warm up or that transition into the start of the exercise. With each of these movements, if anything doesn't feel right, if anything hurts or bothers you, swap out the exercise. You can obviously, you're in control of your own body. You can do whatever feels better for you for each of these movements. These are just what I picked for today. But again, if there's something that you like versus one of the things that I chose, you obviously have that opportunity to swap out whatever you would like to. All right, we're 15 seconds away. We're going to start back at the top with our mountain climbers. And then from the mountain climbers, we go right into those push-ups. All right, join me down on the mat if you're doing this. Down on the floor we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we've got these full body. Exercise 1, exercise 5 is your full body movement. And we're coming to the end. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead, rest. We'll go into those push-ups next. If you can, count how many reps you do of each exercise in that 20-second interval. All right, push-ups, here we go. I use my exhale on the heaviest part of the work for me. And 5 seconds. And rest. Good. We will take it back up to the top. You've got those squat kicks, so we start with that low body. Here we go. Squat and kick. You can always just do a knee drive. You could do a knee drive if that extension or that kicking movement doesn't feel good. Again, lots of options. We're just trying to work that low body. Last one. And we'll take it back down to the mat. You've got core. We've got those Russian twists. Feet can stay planted or they can come up off the mat. We're sitting back, fingertips, taking them side to side. Make sure you're breathing. I'm sure you hear me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and rest. Back up to the top. We'll start off with our squat, jump squat. So we're really pushing up. Jump as high as you can. Good for our bone density here. Get a little jump training in. 3 seconds. And rest. We're going to take it back down onto the floor. You've got your plank, shoulder tap, and your punches. Find that nice wide base. Shoulder, shoulder tap, and then punch. Keeping those hips nice and steady. If you were balancing a cup of water or something on your back, and rest, you would not spill whatever is in there. Lateral lunges. This can be static or you can be moving. Again, this is your choice. We're just working on that lateral movement. We're moving side to side. Again, you can push off if you want to get a little bit more movement. 3 seconds. And rest. We take it back down to the floor. Bicycle crunches. And we begin. Elbow to knee. Back is staying pressed into your lower mat. You're halfway. Closing in. 3, 2, 1. And rest. All right, that's 3 rounds done. We've got one more complete round. Again, you get this little 2-minute recovery here in between. I hope you're feeling good. These are nice little movement activities that you can do. Like I said, fit these in. It's enough just to get your heart rate up there. Mine isn't up super, super high right now. That's okay. I just like to get some movement in where I'm just breathing a little bit heavier than normal. And it breaks things up a little bit. Again, I like that. Not doing the same thing over and over again. All right, let's make sure we are hydrating. Before you do any of these movements, it is good. Make sure you've had some water in you. Make sure you've had a little bit of food. You don't have to eat right before you do a workout, but make sure you've had some level of food in your body. Your body is burning some energy right now, so it needs something to be able to burn. So even if that's only like a half of a banana and maybe a small little thing of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese or some sort of a protein and carb combo that you can get in your morning. I I usually kick off my day. I'm a big oatmeal person, so I will load up my oatmeal and have oatmeal first thing in the morning. Sometimes I'll make a quiche that's got turkey sausage and eggs and whatever other veggies we decide to throw in there, spinach, red peppers, mushrooms, a little bit of cheese, of course. Got to have that in there. All right, this is going to be our last round through. But again, if you want to keep going, you can repeat this as many times as you would like to. We are 10 seconds away. We'll go back down to the mat. You're starting off with your mountain climbers here. We go in 3, 2, 1, and begin. Nice and steady. Thinking about your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders all stacked in a nice line here to support you. And 2 and 1. Good. Rest. We'll just stay down on the floor, go into our push-ups. 20 seconds of push-ups, modify however you need to. Here we go. Go at your pace. Whatever feels good to you. You've got 3 seconds and rest. We will take it back up. Squat kicks. Squat kicks? No. What do we have? Jump squats. You think I would know? No, squat kicks. I was right. Always second guess myself. Squat kicks. This is why I need a board. I need a little chalkboard in here. Usually I'm using a dry erase board. 3 seconds. And last one. All right, we take it back down to our mat. Russian twist here. All right. Bring those feet up or keep them on the mat. We're sitting back. Hands are going side to side. Working on that rotation in our core. Getting a little ab work. 5 more seconds. And rest. Take it back up into standing. We'll start off with those jump squats. All right, jump squats we go. Again, you can use your arms as much or as little as you would like here. We've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. We take it back down, get a little upper body, shoulder taps, alternating punches. Ooh, my computer's going to sleep. And we begin tap, tap, punch, punch. Feet are spread wide. Nice solid base. And again, can modify these. Last one. And rest. We take it up, 2 moves left. Lateral lunges. I'm going to take big steps this time. All right, we sink in, push up, sink down, push. You're down to 10 seconds. You've got 1 final core movement left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last move, bicycle crunches. And begin. This is it. Finish strong right here. 7 seconds. 5, 3, and you're done. Good work. Good job. Way to get through it. Make sure you grab a big drink. So 4 rounds of our Tabata work for today. Again, if you can only get 3 in, if you're crunched for time, do as many as you can. If you want to keep going, you can repeat this and go through a whole nother set. But we're just aiming for anywhere from that 12 to 16, maybe 20 minutes of work here. Just a nice little cardio change up from using our strength equipment during the other days of the week, depending on how much strength training you're doing. So I hope this was fun. If you have questions, if you want suggestions on other exercises that you can swap in and out, if you don't like being up and down and up and down, again, you can Google Tabata. Lots of stuff will come up. You can find music to use, so you're not having to look at a timer like I was. All the different options are out there, but these are just great little sprinkled nuggets throughout your week just to get a little bit more movement in. So I hope you have a great rest of your day.